What's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the chosen one, back at it today. Yes, RFG is back in Vegas, back in Las Vegas, because it's a demon. It's a big demon I gotta fry back on my homeland. A lot of y'all don't understand that when certain situations go down, okay, some of them are real incidents, some of them are hoaxes. In the case of what went down in Baton Rouge and Minnesota, okay, we can look at those in two different perspectives. You can either look at it as a hoax or you can look at it as a real event. But what I'm telling you is, either way you look at it, from either perspective, America is going to fall. I'm gonna repeat. If you look at the situations that happened on July 6th, okay, in Minnesota and in Baton Rouge, you can look at that as a hoax. You can look at it as a real event. Either way, America is going to fall. And either way, America, the daughter of Babylon, has acquired a tremendous amount of karmic debt. Let me explain. You had over 77 million red natives that were slaughtered and killed on this land we call North America. You had over 25 million Moorish slaves that were enslaved for close to 400 years on this land. And not only that, they were tortured, okay? They were treated subhuman. They were beaten, they were castrated, okay? Babies were taken out of pregnant women's stomachs. Men were lynched all throughout the period from the late 1800s all the way up into the 60s and the 70s, people. This shit is still going on, okay? So guess what? America, the daughter of Babylon, has acquired something called karmic debt. Karmic debt of the universe. This is why America has the worst weather on the planet. We have hurricanes here. We have tornadoes here. We have hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, wildfires, cyclones, anything you can think of as far as weather. America gets it the worst. Okay? It is no joke, and it's not a game. And you are going to experience catastrophes in the near future that are going to make Hurricane Katrina look like a water park. Okay? I can promise you that. You're going to see floods. You're going to see tornadoes. You're going to see hurricanes. You're going to see earthquakes. You're going to see wildfires. It's all going to be here, people, because you don't understand. Karma exists, ladies and gentlemen. We have to understand that and grasp that concept before we can acquire the amount of knowledge we need to ascend on out of here when it's time. Okay. I'm really sick of people not stepping back and seeing the whole picture from a universal perspective. Okay. I'm not asking people to take a right-wing perspective or a left-wing perspective. Okay. I want you to step back and look at this thing universally. Look at this thing globally. Okay. Because we are being played by the Zionist Jews in power. And I hate to say it, man. I hate to say it, but it's for you people who really believe that this country is justified in its actions. You are going to suffer the worst in these next 2 years. I promise you. For the individuals who call themselves patriots and support this country and think this country has not acquired karmic debt, you are in big trouble. You are in big trouble with nature. And when you say nature, you're saying the netters, the netterus, okay, who give the Anunnaki their orders, okay, because the netterus are feminine. They're feminine. It's feminine energy. It all goes back to feminine energy. That's where you get the word nature from, the netters, from the netterus. I'm gonna have a whole video breaking that information down in the future, so just stay tuned. Okay, so like I was saying, It is going to get crazy. Okay? This map, this land of America is way more significant than what we're being told, people. They're pulling ancient mummies out of their sarcophaguses in Nevada, Arizona, California, Utah, okay, even all the way up in Washington and Oregon. They are uncovering mummies there, people, because what you don't understand is when we were all Masons, when we were all sons of Ma, Masons, sons of Ma across the globe, we all mummified our dead because we were civilized. We knew how to reach them stargates and how to ascend out of this 3D. And you do that, okay, by mummifying your dead, by mummifying your deceased. And I'm a really break it down, because even the animals, ladies and gentlemen, even the animals were mummified in ancient times. You got to start using your brain, man. You got to start using your brain. And for those who don't believe in stargates and don't believe in pole shifts, okay, the last pole shift was 6,000 years ago, anywhere from 6 to 13,000 years ago, okay? And how can I prove this? Last time I checked, when you looked at a map of Egypt, Upper Egypt is in the southern part of Egypt, and the area called Lower Egypt is in the northern part of Egypt. Let me repeat. For all you morons who don't believe that this globe experienced a pole shift in the past, the land that we call Upper Egypt is in the southern part of Egypt, and the land that we call Lower Egypt is in the northern part of Egypt. So how is that possible unless your globe experienced some kind of shift in the past? It's time to wake up, people. It's time to wake up. Because guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? In the next, I say no later than about 6 years, Upper Egypt is going to be Upper Egypt again, and Lower Egypt is going to be Southern Egypt again. Mark my words. They're getting ready for a pole shift. That's why you have all these underground military bases, because there's going to be chaos and flooding all across this planet when the pole shift comes. Nibiru is going to come in between Mars. It's going to come in between Mars and Earth. Okay? When it does that, the gravitational field is going to be weakened, and the Earth is actually going to turn upside down. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and prove this. To all my subscribers, when was the last time, tell me when was the last time in your life the sun set and the sun went down at 9 o'clock, at 9 p.m., even 9 to 9:30 p.m. Tell me when in your lifetime, I don't give a fuck if you're 40, 30, 50, 60, 80, 90, when was the last time you saw the sun set at 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m.? I want to hear it. Exactly. You know what that means? You know what that means when the sun is now setting at 9 p.m.? That means that the Earth's rotation is off about 2 hours. The Earth's rotation is off about 2 hours, people. This means that the Earth's rotation is slowing down, and it's getting ready to stop. It's getting ready to stop before it turns over. And just so I can prove this with more information, they made a movie about this phenomena, and it was called The Day the Earth Stood Still. Because when your Earth is rotation is slowing down, it's getting ready to stop and turn over. Just like when you look at magnets, okay? When they're getting magnetized to something, you see them shift over. The same thing is getting ready to happen, okay? the poles, the two poles on the top of the earth and at the bottom of the earth. If you stand on those two poles, you're 6 pounds heavier. Why is that? Because your body is being magnetized. Gravity doesn't exist. Your body is being magnetized to the Earth's polarity, to the Earth's polarity charge. When you go towards the equator, you're 6 pounds, you should be 6 pounds lighter, because you're now closer to the Stargate. You're now closer to the sun. You're now closer to them portals. Okay, the Bermuda's Triangle, most of them triangles is at the equator, where your equilibrium is completely equal. Okay, we have to get hip to this information. We have to get hip to this knowledge, because my people will perish for a lack of knowledge. Period. It's time to wake up and accept truth for what it is. Okay, so like I said, if you stand near the North Pole, you're 6 pounds heavier. If you stand near the South Pole, you're 6 pounds heavier. The more you go towards the equator, the lighter you get, because you're more closer to the stargates, and you have to be light. You have to be a light being to go through a Stargate portal. So your mass, a piece of your mass is actually being taken away by you going towards the equator, and that is why this land that I have acquired is towards the equator, because during a pole shift, you're not going to be affected if you're located inside mainland, inside of a large piece of land towards the equator. You're not going to be affected. What will be affected is North America, Europe, Russia, northern Africa, the southern tips of South America and Africa. Okay, those are going to be the areas affected during this pole shift. Okay, there's going to be large amounts of floods, pandemonium, and I'm trying to get my people on track and not focused on this low level bullshit, and trying to have my people thinking with a universal mind, a universal perspective, a global perspective of what's going on around them. Okay, so that's really all I had today. This video is gonna be really short. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm back in Vegas. I got a lot more videos coming. I still got to touch on a scary movie topic. I got a lot of more stuff I got to touch up on. If, you know what I'm saying, if these elections actually happen and they're not canceled, I'll go ahead and give a Super Bowl 51 pick just for the hell of it. But from the looks of it, this shit is ending faster than I thought. Okay, it's really crazy. It's really mind-boggling, man. So just stay tuned, people. I appreciate everybody who supported RFG and Atlantean movement. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's Chosen One Man.